What it do, Kripple Krew Inc.? What it do, Kripple Krew? How is everybody this morning on this fine Tactical Tuesday? I'm going to give a shout out to Marco first in the chat, as usual. We got Trouble Bunny. What it do, sis? We got Kelly's Mishmash. What up? Good morning, sis. Neil Mudd, my brother, member Kripple Krew Inc. What's going on, Cal? What it do? Bladed Ginger, what's up, my man? How are you? Gareth, my brother from a South African mother. Member Kripple Krew Inc. What's up? What is going on? I have recently had a whole bunch of tactical knives come through. And after DC Blades actually got me to start carrying a karambit a Pikal regularly with their Mark II, which I don't have at the moment because I have sent that off to Titanium Justin to review. But that knife got me to start carrying every day a Pikal. And then I had these all come in, and it made me curious if anybody else carries a tactical or a beef jerky defense knife on them. What's up, Gabe Harlan? And I don't mean a our usual fixed blade that we recommend for beef jerky defense, because of course there's Lagatha. But I mean a folder that is specifically dedicated to ripping some stuff up. Not just a wicked cool EDC knife that doubles as a tactical blade, but an actual tactical blade. What type of beef jerky defense knife do you carry, Garrett? What do you typically have on you? I'm sure it varies, but what's your preferred defense knife? Kathleen Smith, member Kripple Krew Inc. Going a lot better today than it has been. That's good to hear, Gabe. You want to get a dedicated defense knife? Now, the one that the real reason I'm bringing this up is because pre-orders are live. Be shady. What it do, brethren? Right now for the Pickled Steel Blood Eagle. And the Blood Eagle is a karambit that I got to review the prototype before it had the wave. And all it was missing was a wave feature and a reversible pocket clip. And now it has both. This is so light and so easy to carry on you that you don't need, you can forget it's there until you actually need it. And it's only $45 right now on pre-order. There is also, I'm probably missing somebody in the chat popping in. I will pop over and look in just a minute. I can't see the chat right now. There is also the green micarta. And these come out to $45 after code Kripple10 on the pre-order right now. And if you're thinking about carrying a dedicated beef jerky defender, that's a fantastic price to start with. Yeah, the claw. If you need something more for beef jerky, Roger. the boom boom. You got that Dream Tech no screw knife right now. Ooh, that looks awesome, homie. I really want to check one out. You know, the cordless hole puncher is always in my pocket. TKL Mercenary. Oh, not see that makes sense. TKL Faux Show. TKL's made to defend your beef jerky. Terry, what's going on, mine? Don't forget to check out Double Wide EDC. It is in the description of this live stream down in my homie links. Double Wide EDC is where you can get leather gear by our homeboy Terry and Hanks by our boy Matt Yako, like this sexy Hank right here. Knives of that shape would be more effective for fruit and vegetable gathering. Very true. Very true. And the nice thing about the Blood Eagle is the claw is nowhere near as significant as these knives here. And it's much more comfortable in hand for regular EDC tasks than these knives. What it do, Donnie B? Bless knives. Donzo the Clown. Beef jerks, what? Sabibi Dre Brazen Drop Point and the Neutron too. Oof. Yeah. Took your 704 you won from you on a camping trip. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear that, Trouble Bunny. I'll check. We'll take a look at that scrub check in just a moment. Henry G, member Kripple Krew Inc. What it do? I'm pretty sure I said hello to Kane Miranda, member Kripple Krew Inc. What's up? Josh 304, what it do? What it do? Member Kripple Krew Inc. Neil to the Mac, member Kripple Krew Inc. What's going on? Fook Doozle, member Kripple Krew Inc. Is this where we get the free jerky? Let me get that pocket check pulled up from Nick. Come on, Instagram. There we go. Just a couple of knives in the scrubs. He's got these scrubs tied tight today because we have a Chris Reeves and Cosi, a Dream Tech. I don't know a name for it, but I know it's the no screw design. We got the DEFCON Cardington, of course, a dope knife and one of my favorites, and the titanium 80-20.5. Beautiful titanium Tuesday carry. Loving it. Looks great. Beardo, member Kripple Krew Inc. What's going on? Yeah, like I said, those are toit. But shout out to the DEFCON Blades Cardington by a homeboy, Bladed Ginger. This is one sick knife, and this is currently available on the DEFCON Knives website. You got titanium, very comfortable because of the continuous curve. You know I'm a big fan of knives with this continuous curve because of the way it fits your hand. We get the beautiful drop point Tonto with the compound grind, giving us a deep hollow here and a nice strong tip. Nice low tip as well, so both points are easy to use. And then we have the very strong leverage lock. Like, seriously, bank vault. You got to perform for Teller last night? Yo, that's cool. This pivot activated liner lock here. There is a leaf spring that the pivot pushes that pulls that liner out of the way. Detent, phenomenal for all methods of deployment. That's really cool, Beardo. That's like a grail or a bucket list thing. That's a once in a lifetime. Very few people get to do type. Freaking dope. Later, Neil Mac. Have a killer day, homie. Got the new Remet leopard or snow leopard, or I don't remember what they call it. I'm gonna have to look it up. But the newest of their gravity knives, and it is smoother than the first one. Robert Willoughby, what it do, my man? Good to see you. Smoother than the first one, and the size is like perfect. They've got jimping back here and up here, and a ramp that locks your finger in, a ramp with jimping that locks your thumb in, jimping back here as well, and then this pinky ledge that really gives you power to lock that knife in. It's just the perfect size. It disappears. I can disappear it in my hand, but I can get a full 4-finger grip on it as well. And I truly feel like I can thrust with this thing without it sliding in my hand. And it's not going to fail when I thrust. There's a slight bit of side to side like you would get on an OTF, but it's locked up nice and tight. And because these are what locks it, you're holding the lock tighter when you're gripping it. It's a cool design. I dig it. I'll review that soon. The love of your job keeps you warm. It gives you a warm, fuzzy feeling inside. It's called heartburn. Another wild knife that came in is the first ever Chinese mid-tech that I have checked out. Look at this thing. When it flies out, it kicks my hand like it was an OTF. When it flies out and locks up, my hand jumps like this thing was an OTF. %, in mass today. Hope you all stay up. 100+ in mass. Gotcha. Hell yeah. Hope you're having a great day, homie. Yeah, this is the first ever Chinese mid-tech I've seen. Thank you, Greg Vanderlip. Smash that like button. And what this is a company called Gen X Blades designed the knife. Riot is the OEM for all the parts of the knife. And then they're all assembled by hand and finished by Gen X. So it's Riot OEM'd parts that are all hand assembled. And it's crazy. Like zircotie pivot and inlay with this beautiful texturing underneath the inlay and the titanium. Gigantic zirconium thumb studs. Just huge. Big old blade stock of Vanex. You popped a balloon between his legs with a throwing knife? That's cool. You got to throw a knife at Teller. That's even cooler than fooling him. Big old zirconium thumb studs. There's 2 floating back spacers that are pressed in underneath and in between the scales. It's beautiful work. There's very limited qualities, like these are all sold out and stuff. You almost hit his pin. Oh no! That's no good, my friend. Wishing you luck. Oh, no bueno. But there is something about this knife that I don't understand. So I think it's a beautiful design. And like I love everything that they've done. The way that they pressed in this lock bar. It's a hardened steel lock bar insert. It's pressed in. The way that they have pressed these back spacers into the scales is just amazing. Like we have milling and texture even inside the hinged pocket clip. But damn, Greg. This is no good, homie. Beautiful compound grind, right? Wicked, crazy deep hollow. Crazy deep hollow. But this plunge doesn't end truly until about here. So let's get out our little, there we go. Right about here. So even though they put an edge bevel going all the way back on both sides, and it is very even, it has an edge bevel going all the way back. Look how thick the blade is all the way up until actually right here. So there's an edge bevel back here, but I can legit grab it. And there's nothing to cut until you get right up into here. So the edge doesn't actually start. Like you can't cut until about there. You lose a full third of this hollow ground portion, and it's a deep hollow. But this makes no sense. I can grab the supposed edge. I don't get this. This should be cutting the crap out of me. Oh. Uh-oh, the wiggly one has to go outside. I'll be right back. Oh, she's running. Yeah, she gotta go. She made a beeline for her number 2 spot. The wiggly one had to go. Oh, his dog. Oh, and this knife was between $530 and $590, which for the materials and the quality, I get the pricing, but I don't get not being able to use a third of this. Like, and even even here where it starts to get actually usable and sharp, it's still thick. So the only really thin portion, and this is kind of a longer plunge in here, so it looks awesome, but only about here to here is thin behind the edge. I need to get some calipers because this would be a crazy one to measure. I'll take a look, Gareth. This would be a crazy one to measure the behind the edge thickness going through here, because there are definitely parts where this flat grind is way thinner behind the edge than the hollow. They designed a beautiful knife without a real, like, the edge is, it's decoration. And if I'm buying a knife, especially if I'm paying over $500, I'm gonna carry it. I want to use it. I don't want a decorative edge on my knife. I don't get it. That would have, and there's plenty of stock there. I would have to send that off to somebody for a regrind. Let's take a look at Garrett's beef jerky carry, his beef jerky defender knives. Oof. Yeah, they don't. I don't understand it. There is enough of a choil, especially with the way this is shaped. I can actually get my whole finger in that choil without hitting the edge, and I can choke up. So the heel on this blade is unnecessary. Just crazy. We'll be praying for you, Greg. This just came in. No, what day is today? Today's Tuesday. These came in Friday. The new Roxxon Flex Mini, and I like this a lot. You have the little D2 sheep's foot blade that let me grab a piece of paper. Come on. All right. This is just big enough for me to get 4 fingers on now. I'll compare it to the old Roxxon Flex. And this is the series, Bladed Ginger, what's up? You saw a really weird knife on IG? This is part of the Flex series, like the Flex Modular and the Flex Companion, that you get to choose all the tools that go in this. And they're so easy to swap out. But this was the original Flex Companion. And, you had a D2 sheep's foot blade and room for 4 other tools. So 5 tools plus a full-size bit driver that locks. And yeah, that was it. The 5 tools and the full-size bit driver that locks. Well, now we've got the Flex Mini, which is smaller in every dimension. It gives us 4 tools, including the blade, and I can get 4 fingers on this. And because of the way that they do the thumb stud, I've got a ledge for my thumb if I had to actually use this for an extended cut of some sort. If I get an angle on it, definitely not as sharp as this one came. Is it me? So the front portion of it is sharp enough to slice paper, but this back portion definitely needs touched up. Robo Steve-O! But we've got the ability, we'll do that. We've got 4 tools here. It comes with scissors, can opener, bottle opener, this package opener, and the blade. And we'll put these away. A 4mm driver that locks. Plus, this one adds tweezers, and a plastic toothpick, replaceable toothpick. And this one rocks any of the short tools that Roxxon has. So I just put them over here. Where did I put those tools? They just sent a handful of new tools. Where did I put them? Ah, there they are. So which of these is a short tool? Short tools. Well, we don't really need the pin, the needle, and the tweezers because it has tweezers already. So, oh, if you wanted to turn it into a knife tool, they have a T6 and a T8. Blades for you. What's going on, homie? Projectiles are sharp. What's up, Tristan? Popping in to say hello. That's the paper you photocopy your money on. Yes, no, dude. If we had cameras, if we had cell phones and cameras back in our day, we would have been so screwed. Like we had to carry actual video cameras if we wanted to record something, and record it on to a film of some sort or a disc or. Now they've got cameras on them all the time, and these idiots have them running all the time. They are definitely prison time. DC Blades, what's up, homie? How you doing today? DC Blades is the guys behind these dope ass Vendetta and Sting models here. This front flipper works so well, but the wave action works even better. The Mark II that I was talking about earlier, that's the first Pikal that I actually carry all the time, except right now I sent it to Titanium Justin to review. That one is from them. True that, Robo. True that. The beautiful Glaurung that's just about to drop. And guys, this silver twill model is going to be only $90 shipped in the US when these hit the website. $85 for the black carbon fiber and $75 shipped for the black G10. On the ring, you could use it as a glass breaker, but it's just an extra. It's a pry bar, we'll call it, for prying skin off foreheads. Pry bar. Dwayne Letterman, what's going on? And of course, the beautiful DC Blade Cito. You guys know I'm a huge fan of DC Blades. That Mark II, you can get right now on the Migron website for only $60. Just under $60. I'm going to show that one real quick. That is DC Blades Mark. This is the one that made me think of today's question. Because where is it? Oh, wait. M8. There we go. Because this is the first Beef Jerky Defender style knife that I ever started carrying regularly. Like this immediately went into my fifth pocket. And it's so light. You've got the strong crossbar lock. The wave feature is the easiest wave, the most intuitive wave. And unlike the Kubi Wrath, this doesn't shred my pocket. And this comes out of my pocket and in my hand ready to go every time. And so I started carrying this regularly in my fifth pocket. I keep reaching for it just to pull it out and, because it's fun to have it pulled out and ready to go. But I sent it to Titanium Justin to review. But this is a killer Pikal titanium reversible pocket clip. Beautiful steel fingering with a nice little point on it. And an easy wave feature, aluminum scales, 14C28N, less than $60 on the Migron Knives website. Some killer designs. DC Blades, killing it. Yeah, the Cito this is one of Mud's favorite knives ever. Below average Utah dad, member Kripple Krew Inc. What's going on? Yeah, this is one of Mud's favorite knives ever. This is such a nice EDC knife. Below average Utah dad, gifting 5 memberships. Let me grab the flag and we will pop over and see who got those memberships. We are looking at Level On Up, Paul Casper, Black Sparrow EDC, Kevin Tuck, and Dang Ross. That's a good, that's a real nice draw. Thank you for the support, Below Average Utah Dad. There's some DC Blades acoustics to salute you, my friend. I really appreciate it. Oh, and I thought I clicked it. There we go. Showing those emojis, welcoming the new members. I appreciate it again. Very, very cool. I'm going to swap out, let's see. We are going to take out the T8 takes up 2 spots. So all we have to do to replace tools, we're going to put this away. You pop it out. This bar comes down and locks, and we are going to take out the scissors, and we will put in our T8. And can I fit a T6 in there with it? Let's see if I can fit the T6 in there as well. It said it's a 2 slot, but that would mean it needs a spacer in there the way it's shaped. Hope you're doing well today, Dwayne Letterman. Let's see, here's a T6. It fits in there with the tool. But move that over. Okay, that does take up 2 full slots. So what we will do, we're going to pull that out. I don't have a spacer available. Put that back in. And now we've got the T6 tool locked in there. I need to grab one of my spacers so that I can fit the T8 in there, because the T8, oh, would it fit over the top of that one? Maybe. I'm going to try one more thing. It says this takes up 2 spaces because of how wide it has to be at the top, but I'm wondering if it'll fit over the T6. Oh, yes, it does. Sweet. So now we have a knife tool, and we can take apart our blades on the go with the Flex Tool Mini. I really like this. What's up, Laney? What's up, Bear? How the puppers doing today? And code EDC with DBD 10 saves on all the rocks on Flex series. They've got a whole bunch of new tools. I'm going to put these away, the scissors and the can opener. And one of their newest tools, I plan on putting in the... Actually, you know what? I can show you real quick how you can make this TSA compliant and very useful. I'm telling you, from a major banger, chef's kiss to the Sharif Aurelia. Yay, yay. Oh, later, Robo, whatever. We didn't want to hang out with you either. Oh, acting like you got stuff to do. Here we go. Let's take these out. We are going to actually lock that out. We're going to take out our blade and package opener. We're going to pop in oh wait, this is a long tool. I tried to put a long tool in there. That's not going to work. But we can actually put the package opener in here. And put the scissors back. Like this. And now Cicero, remember Kripple Krew Inc., what's going on? Have a great day, homie. Appreciate you popping in and stabbing that like button. So now we have scissors, a package opener, a T8 and a T6 to travel. You could take this on a plane and be able to take apart your knives when you land. A little toolkit on the go. Very nice companion to the Flex Companion. You got the Flex Mini and the Flex Companion. You can set all of these up the way you want. And what we are going to do on this one is we're going to take out the serrated blade. So we already have a blade. And we are going to take out the awl, because we don't need an awl. And we will slide in the brand new multi-tool pliers. Come on. There we go. We'll slide those in. Oh, that's a little lock sleeve to keep them, a little lock tab, so that you can keep them from popping open if I use it right. There we go. That slides in there, lock that in. Now, we have, oh, just push it up. We have our blade, scissors, a comb, and pliers. And then on this one, we can take a knife apart. That's a really awesome tool setup. Plus, you can choose exactly what tools you want to carry in the handle of your multipliers. Razor blade, scalpel, file. We got over here. We've got a needle, pin, and tweezers. We've got a full-size Phillips. We've got a long blade. There's T-shank adapters. I like the idea of being able to set all of your tools to exactly what you want to carry. The Roxxon Flex series is dope. I'm going to do a video on them again now that we've got the Mini. But I want to check out these new pliers. So you got those little locks there. Now those are cool little pliers. Spring loaded. Definitely would be useful. And then they lock that way so that you can put them away. And then lock so that nothing comes out. Roxxon Flex tools. Very, very cool. New video coming soon. Put some of these back into holders now. I got a bunch of little flex parts out. So I'm just snapping those back into containers so I don't cut myself. And does this chubby boy not fit in here? I'll have to grab one of the other ones. All right. I just wanted to share that little Rocks On Flex Mini. Because like I said, it just came in and I think these are a dope setup. Do that. There we go. Anybody carry a Woobin? This one's my first Woobin. It showed up yesterday along with one to give away to you guys. So I'll be doing a video on this as well. I haven't done a flashlight video in a long time. But this Woobin G5 has a head that rotates 180 degrees to put it wherever the angle helps you the best. And the pocket clip, which is nice because when you're not using it, it just goes flush with the handle and out of the way. But it slides out and you can put the pocket clip on either side of the light. And then again, when you're not using it, it just sucks back into the handle right here and goes flush, so it's out of your way. This is supposed to turn the lumens up and down. Oh, hey, there we go. You can go pretty dim with it to like a moonlight mode, or they've got the full turbo. And then you also double tap from here. You can change the patterns of flashing lights. You can change the colors. Whoops. There's all different patterns for flashing lights, for signals, or you can get solid colors. I haven't played with the UI enough yet to know exactly how to get them all to work. But I know you got the flashlight and then the color LED. Adjustable head. You ordered the X2 Pro way before these came out. And your order just showed up. So they sent the G5 with it. How do you like the G5 so far? I just got it yesterday, so I've been carrying it in my pocket since yesterday. Because I want to test it out. I got to figure out the UI a little better so I know how to control the flashing lights. But I really like the idea of being able to angle the head where you need it. Yeah, I dig this little thing. See how long the battery life lasts and stuff. But I'm going to carry it a little bit before I shoot a video on it, and then this will be part of a giveaway. Need the hip-hop whistle to go with the strobe? Your wife collects multiple things like everything. I like it. I like it. You know what? I think we're going to include the giveaway Woobin with the Mad Yako Hank and the TRM tag along. When I do the giveaway for the TRM tag along and the Mad Yako Hank, we'll include the Woobin flashlight that they sent. You heard of La Boo Boo? What? Once more into the breach. Yeah. Take it easy, Cicero. This little TRM tag along is such a sweet little fixie. It just, why does that Labubu sound familiar? This perfect 3-finger with the contouring and the shape of the handle. And then they sent a leather lanyard, or you can put any lanyard on it that would give you a 4th finger. But even with 3, because of that micarta, I'm pretty locked in. Beautiful little utility grip or pinch grip knife. Then I get 4 fingers on it in a pinch. Comes with an ulti clip that you can put on either side so that you can drop this in your pocket. Beautiful micarta, and a steel that I need to learn a lot more about because I don't know anything about PSB 27. At least I think that's what. Let me pop up the tagline page right here. PSB 27. Yes. Been on a Streamlight kick. Yeah. I haven't messed with Streamlight. I've been I have quite a few. Well, I don't want to say quite a few because there's people that have quite a few. I have several Olights, and but I also carry frequently, like always, one of these Meritac Back to Basics on me as well. I love the included diffuser caps, and I carry one of these with me as well as Olights every day. But I am going to start carrying this and seeing how I like it. Roger that, Kane. Have a killer day, homie. Yeah, it really is a beautiful little fixie, but I don't know anything about this steel yet. I mean, I know that if TRM's using it, the heat treat is done well, and there's a reason they used it. But I need to talk to Marianne about the steel, and I also need to just do some research on it. But I will say, this baby is whoop. That was me. Comes wicked sharp. It is slicey. Beautiful. All it had, the only markings are the little TRM logo and USA. Ari said it's supposed to be similar to D2 from what he's found so far. Yes, I will find out more. And I'm going to ask them specifically why they use it. But this sheath is breaking in beautifully. I'm not carrying the knife because I don't want to mar up this gorgeous sheath before somebody else gets it. But I have had the knife in the sheath and I've taken it out a few times, to show it. And I really like the way that they did this taco sheath. You can get a pancake, but I asked for the taco so that it'd be a small pocket dropper package or a small package in a purse. All right. Have a good one, Neil. Talk to you later, brother. But I think that's a pretty nice setup right there. You get a Hank, a blade, and a light. That's going to make a really nice giveaway very soon. You have to stay tuned for the video on the TRM. But I do want to give a shout out to TRM and everybody over there. Give a shout out to my boy Matt Yako. And this is the first of anything that Woobin has sent. But they did send this to the channel with one for me and one to give away to you guys. So shout out to Woobin. So what's in the pockets today for anybody that hasn't said? What are you guys carrying? Oh, I do want to show. My daughter ordered this before Blade Show, but it took a while to get in. This is my Father's Day present from the Deadly Daughter. And she got me my first Desert Warrior knife. Arcade Light custom again. That one is so nice, homie. And she was very deliberate in how she did it. She wanted to get an automatic knife just because, but she found one that is Washington legal. And she also knows that I started working with Boker last year. And so she got a Boker and she got a Washington legal auto. And this is a really cool little knife. It just, even though it's a small enough blade to be legal, it just gets 4 fingers, but with these aluminum textured scales and then this grip and all this jimping, I am locked the hell in. Like I said, it's my first Desert Warrior. She wanted to get this one because of the Army colors. Deep carry pocket clip. Safety works in the open or closed position. You have one of these? Yeah, it's a cool little knife. I like it a lot. It is the Boker Plus Strike Comp. And that was the sticker it came with from Blade HQ. Desert Warrior is the sprinkle theme. And it was because they were ordering a run of Desert Warrior knives from a company. And either there was a typo or the company misunderstood and they did dessert. And that's where the first sprinkles came from. So they have their Desert Warrior line and their Dessert Warrior line. Yeah. It is the Boker Mini Strike. Yeah, Boker Mini Strike, Desert Warrior, or Desert Warrior, Desert Warrior, dang it, with the copper coloring on the blade. A very cool knife. Deadly Daughter always gets cool stuff for me. Don't think there are. She got California legal. That's the closest you can get. How are you, Jim Cox, a member of Kripple Krew Inc.? You have mini Desert Warrior, Pro Tech, Boker, anyone who's done their Desert Warrior Green FD. Gotcha. Rick's Knives, what's going on, homie? You have the AK-47 Hawkbill in the same color combo. Nice. Be Shady's carrying the Excalibur, the Caviso Mini Penguin, the Lynch Northwest Pride, Yako Hank Tie Dice, no Fixie or Flash today. Light pockets for Be Shady. Yeah, this was in my back pocket today because of the Deadly Daughter. And then I did have the Glaurung as my left-hand knife today. Oh, the action on this is so good that it's a pretty good left-hand knife for me. What it do, Pickled Steel? How are you all, though? Good to see you, member Kripple Krew Inc. And we got William Hornboss, also member Kripple Krew Inc. You have your Newbury Clydesdale and a Demco 8020 out today. Nice. With Pickled Steel popping on, we're going to share the screen once again and go back to the Blood Eagle pre-order like we showed earlier. There is. These Blood Eagle pre-orders are live. And there is the green micarta or the black micarta. And that $8.95, what that is that is $50 US before code Kripple10 saves 10%. $45 US for the new Pickled Steel Blood Eagle. And these have the wave feature and reversible pocket clip. When I reviewed the prototype, I said that was 2 changes that they were making. So they are reversible now, and you have the wave feature as well as the front flipper, and I could reverse flick this easily. And the difference between this one here and the blades that I have on the table is look at how slight this recurve is. So as a beef jerky defender, this tip is still going to bite and pull anything organic to the center of this recurve. But it's slight enough that this knife was comfortable for me to use for EDC tasks. Whereas like the Wrath here or this Pikal are not comfortable for EDC tasks. This Blood Eagle actually was. I could use this for opening packages, shredding cardboard, anything you needed to do. But it's also light enough that you can put this in your 5th pocket and forget about it until that once in a lifetime chance that you actually need to have it on you. If you're thinking about carrying a dedicated beef jerky defender, you cannot go wrong for $45 for this awesome micarta Blood Eagle. I like both the black and the green. I might even like the green more on this one. But I really dig this design, homie. And these are $45 after code Kripple10 right now on the pre-order. Clint Crosby, what it do? Ron Dobbins, member Kripple Krew Inc. What it do, my man? Good to see you. You think the contents of your pants pockets weigh 2 pounds? Rick's Knives carrying the QSP Penguin with the Glide Lock, Streamlight Microstream, Lynch Northwest Pry Bar, and of course a Pilot G2 pin. They let me his full address Aurelia pocket for a couple of weeks. Checking that Aurelia, yay. QC complete. Just logo, and then they're shipping. So these will be shipping to the US very soon. Go ahead and get your pre-orders in now because these are going to go, the first ones to go, the first shipment coming to the US will go quickly for sure. Um, but you can get your recurve beef jerky defender. You have a custom ground bussy combat FFBM with recurve, harpoon tip, band cutter, and bottle opener. Nice. Nice. Yes, I was carrying the DC blades and AM8 Mark II, which you can get from Miguron knives for $60. That's the first peak haul I've ever carried. I was carrying that daily. I sent that to Titanium Justin for review. But this pickled steel Blood Eagle, I can't wait to get. It really is comfortable in hand, very lightweight, much more EDC friendly than this blade and this grip, and yet still able to do the same type of damage. The only thing it was missing was a wave feature, and now it's got it. By the way, it might just be me, but this Kubi Wrath is one of the hardest wave features I've ever used to make work. The pocket clip is very, very tight, and we've got this texturing underneath it that it holds very tight. So trying to move it enough in your pocket to pull it up just a little bit so that you can angle this towards the front. By the time you try to get it angled, this pocket clip finally flies out of the pocket when it releases. But this doesn't catch very well, and it doesn't catch for me. But it is also a sharp corner that's going to rip your pockets a bit. These two, I am able to use the wave feature on with no problems. The Sting and the Vendetta from DC Blades, both of these are available on their websites. But I'm really looking forward to checking out the Pickled Steel Blood Eagle now that it has the wave feature. Because for me, the only knives that I want a wave feature on is a Pikal or a Karambit, one that I'm using specifically for the defense situation. And I want it to be in this grip and ready to go as soon as it comes out of my pocket. And that's why I like the wave on a Karambit or a Pikal. And I'm not a fan of the wave on this one. Broke ass, what it do, my man? What it do? Designer of the Tenable and I'm trying to remember the name of your company. Dead Sober Design. Tenable and Dead Sober Design, Gideon. Dive Knives. I can get you on that one. Ron Dobbins, I appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe. Everybody hit that thumbs up. You've had them hang up on things when you're walking by. I haven't had that issue with a wave, but I could see that happening. I could see that happening with a wider wave like these two more easily than one that's thin like this and on the blade. I mean, I guess it could happen with any of them, but I've never had that happen. I could see it, and I could see how it would make you not want to carry one. Yeah, the only open itself I want is on a Pikal or a Karambit. This one's a trip to me because it's kind of neither. It's still set up for a Karambit grip, but we have a trailing point and a knife that's actually really, really comfortable this way. So it's like a Persian EDC knife that you can rock very comfortably in a beef jerky Avenger grip. But with these contoured scales, It's really comfortable in a saber grip or a pinch grip. I mean, it's not a utility blade, but the handle is comfortable. You're right. The Golden Fook Dragon should actually be ruling the group. We don't need this out at the moment. Assist feature. We'll put the Golden Fook Dragon. There we go. I'll put a little bit of that down there. There. Have to jump out. Thanks for sharing the Blood Eagle. We'll share auto deploy tomorrow. Video's awesome. My neck knife was Ron Dobbins got the Devo Match Tiger Stripe scales, Dimco Shark Cub Stealth, nice, and Big Idea Design Pin and Fossil Watch. I prefer to carry a smaller blade on my neck. I typically like something with 3 fingers and a lanyard and a more, EDC style blade shape. Because this is the first knife that goes on me during the day, and it's sometimes the easiest knife for me to get to, and I like it to just be a regular knife. I can get a full 4-finger grip on it if I needed to, but I just like having a smaller, whereas for a Pikal, I want to get a full 4-finger grip on a Pikal. And so that's bigger than I want to go on a neck knife personally. That's me. Talk to you later, Aldo. Have a killer day. They're carrying a Smith & Wesson Tonto. You got the CRKT Minimalist. Yay, yay, yay. Yeah, it has an always open feature because that thing is a fixed blade. Oh, I forgot to show the blades that you sent, homie. I'm going to do that as soon as I go let Saint and the Wiggly one back in. I'll be right back. Good thoughts. Get a drink, guys. All right. I am back. In Pocket Mananas Full Dress Aurelia, true banger. I got a custom gem stainless steel nut from Frank's GF on a custom chain from a chainmail artist for your neck carry. Impact weapon. There you go. And probably easy to wear into places. Yeah, here's the Gareth Beef Jerky Defenders. We got the little 5th pocket cavalry style sword. Got the custom We've got a buffle. Or is that an infleur? Got another pickle steel. We got cold steel. We got pickle steel claw. We got the 10-inch Kubi. Cold steel, but I don't know what this Tonto right here is. And what did Bladed Ginger did he send in? Oh, Beardo is carrying medieval weapons. Yeah, yeah. Impact weapon from a chainmail artist. Yeah, he's going medieval, going old school. Like, what do you EDC? I EDC a flail. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. That's why I didn't recognize it. Microtac Combat Tradoon, TCal Nighthawk, and an ABW Slippy. Oh, I still need an ABW Slippy so bad. What'd you guys think of the Benchmade video for the mini Adira? As you can see, I how do I put it? Wasn't a fan of that knife. Yeah, I put that up a couple days ago. Sunday. Sunday is when the Benchmade video went up. Now, I will say, when we talk about beef jerky defenders and tactical knives, when I'm carrying some of my warnies, like my PM2 warnie, there's less of a need to have a backup beef jerky defender folder because this does that job very well. The Warncliffe blade works very well for protecting your bag. So if I'm carrying this as my EDC, there's less of a need for something like this on me that day. Got the Lancelot leather clip flip. Yeah. It's just hard to find a jewelry chain that's strong enough. That makes sense. He wanted it to look good. This is a trippy little Kubi Pikal. I'm not the biggest fan of this one. This handle is just not all that comfortable for me. That one is not, even though it's Ultim, this is not mine. That's in for pass around. Exactly, mister. Don't touch my jerky. We protect that bag around here. You ain't getting my beef jerky. Yeah, beef jerky was my initial, or beef jerky defender was my initial way to get around triggering certain YouTube censors, and it just stuck. Thank you, Ron. I tried to keep it, that one, as brief as possible, but I was showing 4 knives, so there was a lot to cover. Oh man, that stroller and Lutz Hydro were definitely the highlight of the bunch for me. The Vertigo's nice, but that stroller is next level. The jewelry chain is the bait. Yes, the knife gods are happy. We've got, man, the the plethora of knife designs and companies, and I mean, we just have so much available to us now at every price level. Thank you, Ron. I appreciate that. The KB knife stroller, Jim. I'll pull it out. I'll show it real quick. Let me grab that one. KB. KB. Where'd he go? Where's KB stroller? Grass. Where'd he go? Hydro. Okay, where did I put the stroller? Shit, it's gotta be right here. Okay, now it's tripping me out that I can't find the stroller. Because it should have been in that box right there. Alright, where the heck did I put the stroller? It should have been right here. I'll find it later. That's tripping me out though. I was gonna show it to you, Jim. It's a very nice knife. Didn't mean to send me on a mission. I did. I got lost for a minute looking. Yeah, I really like it. Some blacked out with 80s camo carbon. Those are nice. This one had the damtanium. And the damtanium with the bronzed tie looks amazing. I guess it looks so good. I'm trying to keep the knife when I send the other ones out. And I hid the box from myself. Oh, hey, I found it. Strollers usually know the baby got a quiet carry strand and catch coming. Oh, nice. I have not checked out any quiet carry yet. Yeah, quiet carry is one that I really want to try several of their knives. Here it is. The bronzed tie with the damtanium looks phenomenal to me. Oh, this is one of my favorite KB models to date, for sure. The ergos on it are just next level. He's got another design Utilizator does that's a little chode boy. I got to pull that one up real quick. I can't remember what it's called, but I'm going to pull it up. Choose to polish your watches, maybe little flits too. Yeah. We're going to pull up the Utilizator. KB Knives Utilizator. Here we go. Is it the Sudden is one of his too? Where is that new? I just saw it the other day. There's a new knife by Utilizator. It's a chubby little folder. I can't find it. I don't remember what it was called, but this guy's got this little Tonto titanium frame Tonto folder that is really cool looking. But this stroller, oh, so nice. Fook Doozle, have a killer day, my friend. So do you mean for washers or for titanium? What do you mean? For smooth finish, I'm guessing you mean washers. Is cerium oxide something that you can like buy to coat the washers? I'm not familiar with that. Too hot to run. I really like this stroller design. And when they come to White Mountain Knives, they're going to be quite a bit less expensive than I thought. Quite a bit cheaper than I said on the video even yesterday. After code DBD, when these are in stock at White Mountain Knives, they're going to be only $209. If you ever want to polish something, recommend micron paper. The micron paper feels like cloth. It can be used wet or dry. That's good to know. Cerium oxide is an abrasive used to polish optical mirrors and lenses. Gotcha. Such a useful blade shape, too, on this stroller. Oh, that action. KB Knives is killing it. I think that KB Knives and Concept are doing more and doing better right now than we and Kaiser. And I think that Tenable and Kubi are putting out cooler designs than Civivi or Kaiser right now. Concept does do some awesome finishes. And I have to say, this tipper, the way that this titanium has been smoothed all the way around is something I haven't felt very often. They did a great job with it, and it feels very good in hand. That it reminds me it reminds me a lot of the way that the Pony Stout feels. Just that the way that they made titanium feel almost soft in hand. I tell you, if I didn't know about this knife before it came in for review, this blade would have surprised the heck out of me. Yeah, when you pop that big old blade out of there. I don't know what you would call that, a Nesmuk Tonto? Yes, KB knives on the the premium Kubi side and Concept seem to be hitting a lot of those little details, and their designs are less generic basic knife. You know what I'm saying? Like Wii has gotten to where their 20 CV frame locks and drop points, and their knives are looking very similar. Yeah, the tipper is very cool. This one isn't mine. But I tell you, 179 for the Tiger Stripe titanium and Damascus is a fantastic price, especially compared to Wii Knives pricing. But used so the edges are soft. Okay. Oh, yo, you can reverse flick off the blade with this thing. You got the studs, or right off the blade. But I just think that these two companies are kind of passing Wii Knives and Kaiser. Not in sales yet, but with better designs and better pricing than Wii Knives. All four of the KB knives that I checked out for that video yesterday were fantastic. The Hydro is such a nice little knife. I don't like CEO style knives, but I like Lutz Hydro. Yeah, I agree. And it's almost always the same thing. 20 CV is a good blade steel. Don't get me wrong. But titanium and 20 CV frame locks over and over and over, multiple a month. It's like, come on, do something else. Yes, it just means money. Like I said, we and Kaiser on the premium side are still outselling KB knives and Concept in numbers. But I think KB knives and Concept are doing the better designs. And I absolutely believe that Tenable is beyond Civivi. Civivi has some nice knives. I have a bunch of Civivis that I like, but Tenable is putting out better knives. No, I'm not into CEO style knives because I don't like really thin knives. They mess with my hands most of the time. But that Kubi Hydro was actually really comfortable. Like I actually have a Cricut CEO. I have that's that might even be right over here. is where? Maybe not. I don't know where it is. I thought I did. I haven't carried that CEO in forever. Like forever. I got it years and years ago. But I don't ever carry it. But I would carry that KB Hydro. I'm gonna have to get one. You know, I want to support loot. That I just only have so much knife funds at the moment, especially with everything that's been going on. It's hard to keep up. I'm behind, way behind on loot designs. But the Hydro, I didn't think was one that I wanted. What's up? Welcome back, Tristan. I did not think the Hydro was one I wanted until I got to handle it. The Boker Plus Kaizen, but there's somebody wanting Quake and style knives, waiting for the market to catch up to EDC Pocket CEO Fixies. Have you seen that? What are they calling it? The little EDC scalpel from Jack Wolf Knives. Sounds like one that you might be into. I can't remember what that thing's called at the moment. Cactus or something like that. Jack Wolf Knives. Fixed blade. Let's look at other fixed blades. Search. The prickly pear. I knew it was something like that. That's why I was thinking cactus. But I think this is one that sounds like one that you would like, mister. Pickle Steel Capilavaro. Yeah, Tristan, you were thinking the same thing. The prickly pear. I'll show it right now. Inception mode, prickly pear. If I was to get one, it would be the green linen micarta. But this sounds like this would be right up your alley, mister. That's a nice. That looks like a nice knife. It's not me. It's too thin, so it's not really for me. But that's a nice looking knife. And then when you say CEO pockets fixies, that's kind of what I think. I tell you, this one though is nuts. Pocket fixies. I want the Midnight Fix EDC so bad. They even had the Ultim one when Mrs. Deadly was buying me a Grail knife. But I got that first flick feeling when I opened this up, and I had to have this instead. And I got this instead of the Midnight Fix. But I still want that Midnight Fix EDC and Ultim. Yeah, this is such a beautiful knife. The Benny. I wanted a locking Jack Wolf just because it's so much better for my hands than one of their slippies. And I love this knife. I had zero desires to grab a Jack Wolf when we went into House of Blades in Texas. We went to the store. Mrs. Deadly said she wanted to buy me a Grail level knife. And there was a lot of things that I looked at. I was not planning on getting Jack Wolf. But when I felt this knife in hand, it didn't want to leave my hand. So it had to be the Jack Wolf. And now that I have this, I want the fixed EDC to go with it. Yeah, it's a beautiful knife, Ron. They had all the versions of this because it had just come in, and this one they had another Mars Valley that had a lot more red in it, but I hadn't seen one that was much more orange than red, and so I decided to grab this one. The purple looked beautiful. Even the full tie that was the stonewash tie, but with the purple hardware and purple backspacer. That one looked beautiful. I almost grabbed it, but it's a full frame lock instead of the just exposed bolster. And so it would not be as good for my hands. So I definitely wanted one of the bolster style. And that's why I went with this one here, and I love it. It's such a comfortable knife to use. Oh, snap. Yeah, I love my Jack Wolf. I really want to try the new Gateway Barlow. The new Jack Wolf Gateway series looks legit. Um, Gateway Barlow. Let's take a look at this. Aries, what it do, my brother? You want a bussy game warden with instant orange G10 handle, no scales, and a magnetic friction retention leather sheath. Ooh, that sounds dope. That'd be really cool to see. It's good to see you, my brother. Glad you stopped in. You've got one of these. I know Aries loves this knife. I'm going to be giving this one away, Aries, in the near future with the Mad Yako Hank and a Woobin flashlight. But I've got to do the review on this first. What a wicked little fixie. I'd recommend grabbing one of these. I don't know when they're supposed to be back in stock. I can read July 1st. July 1st. It says it right here. So just to show real quick. Yeah, I know. They sent this one and oh, come on. Why are you acting up, Windows? I'm just trying to share my screen. I'm gonna have to close StreamYard, it looks like. But yeah, they wanted to show their thanks to the Kripple Krew, and they asked what I wanted to do, and I asked if we could give away a tag along. I'm supposed to be getting one, Ron. Let me double check and see if they sent it to me yet. Hope we've got some requests. Oh, nobody important. Go back. Go back. Open. Ron, I will get the code and the link and everything, and I will post it on Instagram and YouTube with a short with the light, and also when I do my review of the light. So I will be. Yeah, they're going to do a special run in Jakarta. Ooh, nice. So I will get you a link for that, Ron. All right, I've got to shut down my StreamYard real quick and reopen it. Oh, there we go. Close. And close. I appreciate that, Ron. Take it easy. Have a good one, Aries. All right, I'm getting StreamYard back up, folks, so I can see the chat better. Come on. There we go. Get back in. And there we go. Back in. Take it easy, Tristan. Have a great day. And yeah, I would love to review that fix CDC at some time. But have a killer day, homie. I want to remind everybody. Thank you, Ron. Man, your support really means a lot to me. This entire community means so much to me. You guys always have my back. The way you try to use my links when you're buying stuff, that helps me more than you guys know. And it really helps me when I ask these companies to send stuff in for review and giveaway. And but yeah, your support means more than you know, Ron. War Room EDC, the first original member of Kripple Krew Inc. What it do, brother? What it do? This is just, oh, I got to pull the webpage back up now because I got shut down. Pickled eagle. I'm going to share the screen. This is your reminder, folks. Get your pickled steel Blood Eagle pre-orders in. $45 right now after code Kripple10. $45 after Kripple10. They're going through final QC right now. Then they'll get the pickled steel logo etched on them. And then they're coming to the US. So these are almost done and sent. Get your pre-orders in. There is black. There is also green. Let's pull up the green micarta. Maybe. Enter. Come on. There we go. I like the green, I think, even better. So you can pre-order these right now. 895 Rand is $50 US minus $5 with code Kripple10. $45 for the pickled steel Blood Eagle. Get your pre-orders in, folks. Because that first batch, when it comes to the US, is going to go quickly. You'll need your pre-orders to make that first batch. Oh, robo mode for a second. Man, War Room comes and the internet decides to act up for a minute. What the heck? Yeah, the OD green, bro. The OD green looks great. I'm getting one. Aldo told me yesterday he had 0 United States pre-orders so far. So I'm making sure the word gets out that they are available. Because he's got to know how many he's got to get an idea, a gauge of how many to send to the US in the first batch. So if you want the pickled steel Blood Eagle, folks, $45 after code Kripple10. Get your pre-orders in. Do I have anything from Devos that I'm going to be reviewing soon? Not yet. There's a couple of Devos coming out soon that I should be able to review. But not yet. I don't have anything here. Still my only Devo in my collection, as much as I like their knives. Oh, Devos, I have two, are the Growler version 2 and the Premium Pony Stout. I need to get more Devos in the collection. There's so many that I like. I want a Tall Boy. You guys know Tall Boy is my favorite. But the deal that I was the all the wheeling and dealing to get a Tall Boy, I got the one for Mrs. Deadly first. Because that was her first Grail knife. And so there is. Oh, actually, I will be reviewing a Devo soon because I am going to review Mrs. Deadly's Devo Tall Boy. Tall Boy is on my Grail list for sure. But this one is Mrs. Deadly's. And I plan to review this soon. Oh, God, I love this knife. I would even take the perp. I would be down for most of. I don't know if there's a Tall Boy I didn't like. The dark mode one that I got from you. That's a sick setup. But that's the one that I traded to War Room to get this one for Mrs. Deadly. It went full circle. War Room had this version, the V1 purple satin. Mrs. Deadly saw it, fell in love with it. It became her Grail knife. War Room traded that one away. But later on, he got a V2 and made some wheeling and dealing and got this one back in his collection. Jim Cox picked up multiple Tall Boys to see which model he liked. Sold me the dark mode, which got traded to War Room, so Mrs. Deadly could get a purple satin V1 coming from War Room. That they went full circle. But Mrs. Deadly is very happy. And then she saw another knife the other day. Gosh, I'm trying to remember what her new. Oh. What knife did she see the other day that she fell in love with? I don't even remember now. But it was only the second time she's told me she wanted a knife. I haven't checked out Whatnot much. They even tried to get me to sign up and do some stuff, but I haven't looked into it enough. Yes, you were on the hit list for a minute after trading that one away that she loved. But it all worked out in the end. And she got the exact one that she wanted. What, not as dangerous to the credit card? A word. Tomorrow, gonna be a blast. Deadly Daughter and I are traveling to the West Side for AEW, All Elite Wrestling. Let's see, it would have been her freshman year, right before her freshman year. She and I went to our first AEW show in Jacksonville, Florida. It was during COVID, and there was only wrestling in Florida. What's up, Kurt White? But the Deadly Daughter and I went there right before she started her freshman year. And now, right before she goes to college, we're going to AEW tomorrow night. And I got us the best seats. This was her graduation present. So I got her the best seats or one of them we've ever had. We're on the floor, right in the middle, in the third row, like so close to the action. And she is so excited for tomorrow. She and I are driving over in the morning, and we've got a room over there. We're gonna go to wrestling. That'll be hours because they're doing the 2-hour live show, and then they'll reset and tape for the 2-hour Saturday show, and then they might even do some taping for Ring of Honor. And no. So we're gonna be there probably for like 5 hours of wrestling tomorrow. And right in the center, in the front, on the floor. It's gonna be a blast. And she's so excited. I'm stoked to spend some more time with the Deadly Daughter. It's gonna be a fun little trip. Coming back on Thursday. I'll get back Thursday afternoon, so we'll still have time to go live. Working on that Ripley. Talk about exciting news. That is dope. I need to talk to Donnie now the Blade Show's over. Talk to him about getting that Vapor on the channel for review, maybe. That War Rooms is going right now. Is there in the batch that you're working on right now, Donnie? Is there anybody else we know getting theirs? Donnie's staying busy. No rest for the wicked after Blade Show. Ramed said that the Two-Face was dropping this week. That looks like a really cool knife. I really like the idea of being able to just unscrew the flipper tab, screw it right here, and have a front flipper. That's a fantastic idea. Oh no! War Room's getting his done in crewwear? That is sick. That is sick. My only crewwear is I probably know the next 10 book spots. That's awesome. That's awesome. Cruel wear. I gotcha. Yeah, I like it. Yes, he is absolutely killing it. And the sellout at Blade Show was much deserved. I love the fact that his books are stacked. Derek, for real, member Kripple Krew Inc. What do you do? How are you, man? Yeah, this EDC fixie from Under the Bridge Tool and Scale is in crewwear. Did Fred the Lug take 10 spots? I would love to get another knife with this emerald abalone micarta. It's such a wicked cool material. But I still don't carry this like I do Lagatha. Because it's only set up as a pocket dropper, and it's a great sheath. Beautiful sheath, handmade sheath. But it takes up quite a bit of room in the pocket. I just don't carry it that way very often. I carry my other EDC fixies a little more. But still love the knife. I might eventually have to get a Kydex for it. Then I would carry it more. Matt Moore says it's 103 there. Yeah, that's warm. That's warm. We're supposed to get up to like 90 today. Not too bad. Congrats again, Aries, on another sellout of the Bloom at White Mountain Knives. They did not last long again. Such a great little fixie. Broke a record from the 50s today. Yeah, that's no good. San Diego in the high 70s at the beach. Yeah, it sounds about the same as normal. This weekend was actually crazy cool for where we are. It was like we had highs in the low 60s. And the let's see, what was the first day of summer was Saturday. Yeah, on the first day of summer, our high was like 61. And it was down in the 40s in the morning. Crazy. I love the Kubi Bloom. They did a great job translating your design. It's perfect size with a little lanyard on the back. Very comfortable. The pinch grip for days, or utility cuts for days. It just becomes an extension of your finger. Phenomenal knife. Got that Ventiso Falcon. How do you like it, Kurt? Yeah, my new knife day yesterday was my Father's Day present from Deadly Daughters showing up. The Desert Warrior, a Desert Warrior Boker Mini Strike. Wicked little knife that Deadly Daughter got me for Father's Day. Aluminum and D2. Just get a 4-finger grip on, but the jimping built in locks you in. Very cool little knife from the daughter. I like it. As my first Desert Warrior knife, she got it because of Army colors for me. Safety works in the closed or open position. Yeah, Deadly Daughter always has good picks. Derek, what are you carrying today, homie? Yes, she did. She did. It goes well with my neck knife that I carry from her. Not bad for a budget hunting blade. Nice. The two Fentisos that I have checked out were both nice knives, but they both needed either to just get rid of the flipper tab or to redesign it because the flippers were too low and the flipper action was crap. But the rest, like the flicking action, was awesome. Flipping your Tempest practice. Today you got the Manana Steel Kaimano, EMP Nimble T2, and a wingspan and a Kubi Bloom. Nice. Yeah, they need flipper deletes on the two Fentisos that I checked out, the Odyssey and the Falcon. I gave both away. They were both great knives. Or not, I shouldn't say great. They were both really good budget knives, especially the Cobra. But they both needed flipper deletes, and then they would have been perfect little budget knives. The flipper on that one protruded too far. Gotcha. Yeah, the on the Cobra and the Odyssey, the flipper is well below the center line of the pivot, well below. So it's so easy to fail. Give a naughty badge to the first person that says one of your carries today. Todd Carr, what it do, my friend? How are you? What are you carrying today, homie? Just another reminder for anybody that did not see earlier. The Pickled Steel Blood Eagle pre-orders are live. You can order your Blood Eagles in either OD green or black, and they come in at $45 after code Kripple10. $45. If you wanted to, if you don't currently carry a dedicated beef jerky defender and you were thinking about it, this is a great one to try out the wave feature for yourself. And this knife was actually comfortable enough to use for EDC tasks when I reviewed the prototype. So $45, my Cardan D2 with the awesome pickled steel wire clip. That's the best wire clip I've used. I've heard Quiet Carries is really good, but I haven't tried theirs. but this is the best one that I've used. $45 right now pre-order, and those will be shipping very in the very near future. Garrett's got a claw, not a blood eagle right now. I know that's in rands right there. That shows 8.95 rands, but what it is it's $50 minus $5 after code Kripple10 drops it to 45 US for the blood eagle. Ordered a Boker Gent to Damascus. Nice. That'll be nice to check out. All right, folks. I've got a lot to get done today because I'm not going to be able to record tomorrow or Thursday. And so I need to record some stuff today for uploading when we go to wrestling. Dane Gavrilovsky, member Kripple Krew Inc. What's up? Todd Carr's got the Leatherman Surgeon accessories, SOG PowerPoint, SAC Fieldmaster, Cold Steel 8010, BM2 and S110B, SBK Sasquatch Rex 121. Oh, Olight I3T and Arkfeld UV Rovivon A3 in a forest tank. Ha! Pockets is loaded. But I've got some recording I need to get done today, and I got shipping that needs to go out the door. I don't know, Gabe Harlan. I don't believe there is a discount. The one that I would check G-Ball Vision's links for that. He might have an OCD discount. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day as well. I appreciate everybody hanging out today and sharing the pockets and BSing. Don't forget to get your Pickled Steel Blood Eagle pre-orders in. If you haven't watched it yet, check out the last two videos. The one about the Benchmade and yesterday's about the concepts. I'd like your guys' opinions on those videos. We will be live again Thursday night for TNT with Thursday Night Talks with DBD and War Room. So that's going to be good times. Until then, everybody, much love to my EDC familia. Stay safe, stay frosty, and most importantly, folks, stay deadly.